Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Chris Miliato's Do It Yourself and More. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a video. This one's a little bit different. Today's video, I had some exciting news. I found out I was going to be a father again, so very excited there. And my wife, this video, I've been kind of really delaying putting out. She's currently actually 33 weeks today. This is a picture of my boy here at 26 weeks. So this was about maybe 7 weeks ago when that was taken by ultrasound. Um, Never to say the least, I'm very excited, as well as my wife. Um, Although it has been a very difficult pregnancy for her, unfortunately, she has HG, which is Hyperemesis Gravidarum, which affects some women during pregnancy, where basically, if think of morning sickness multiplied by 10. It's really bad. It's really hard to hold down food or water. She tends to get dehydrated very easily, vomiting a lot. It's really a tough thing to watch your loved one go through. Um, I definitely feel totally bad for her and try to do everything I can to help her. But for the partner of the person going through HG, it's really difficult because there's really not much you can do. And to watch your loved one go through that, it's really tough. Um, we have been back and forth to the hospital several times in the past couple months due to severe dehydration, due to low blood pressure, um, various different things that have gone on with her that have been very concerning. Luckily, the baby is still doing very well. It's just been a really tough time for my wife going through it. So one thing I do want to say is, for any of the spouses out there, if your wife or loved one is pregnant and is diagnosed with HG, Hyperemesis Gravidarum, which it took me a while to learn how to say that. Um, it's really tough, and try to be as supportive as possible. It's really tough to see your spouse go through that, and to be supportive and really not knowing what to do, because a lot of doctors or nurses or practitioners, they may just kind of brush it off as, oh, it's just morning sickness, she'll be fine, have plenty of rest, plenty of fluids, and all that good stuff, and she should be okay. But that's not the case. When you have hyperemesis gravidarum, it really impacts you, your quality of life. It has the potential to shut down organs. It can kill the baby. It can kill the mother. It is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible, especially if you ignore a lot of the warning signs. So if you do have a spouse or partner who is pregnant and has been diagnosed with this, or you just happen to notice that their morning sickness just seems very accelerated, more than what you would probably expect from a normal pregnancy. It's lasting past the first trimester, maybe even going into the second or third trimester. That's the case with my wife. She started having the symptoms towards the middle or end of the first trimester. It lasted completely through the second trimester and has continued through the third trimester. And some women, it goes away after a couple weeks. Sometimes it goes after the second trimester. Some women, unfortunately, will have it the entire pregnancy, which is the case, unfortunately, with my wife. So be empathetic, be very supportive, be very patient, and definitely do whatever you can to help, to look for the warning signs, and make sure that they're staying completely hydrated. And when in doubt, take them to the doctor, the hospital, contact your OBGYN or whoever you're working with, the delivery doctor, and express your concerns. Because about a week or two ago, actually 4th of July. It was on 4th of July, I remember. My wife wasn't feeling too well. She was laying down, started feeling some tightness and almost like contractions, but some tightness in her belly, and just really didn't feel too well. I was on the fence whether to take her to the hospital or not, but something told me, you know what? Take her to the hospital. Better safe than sorry. She almost passed out upon arrival at the hospital. Her blood pressure was extremely low, lower than it should have been, 70 over 20. She was feeling very faint, her ears were ringing, and she was at the point of almost passing out. Luckily, I took her when I did. She was also very dehydrated, um, which is understandable because if you have hyperemesis gravidarum and you're vomiting all the time, you can't keep food down, you can't keep water down, you're vomiting, you're losing all of your electrolytes, you're losing all your liquids, and it's not being replenished, you are going to dehydrate yourself. You're also going to notice a lot of cramping in the stomach. You're going to notice possible constipation. It's not a fun walk in the park for any woman who has to go through this. And as a husband or a partner or a spouse who's witnessing or seeing this going on, it's rough because you want to be there to help and you want to be supportive and you want to be helpful, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot that can be done. The main thing is staying hydrated, and if that means getting a IV at the hospital to introduce fluids, or if the nausea is so bad due to the HG, it may require a nausea pump, which gets inserted in the stomach. My wife did get that. She tried it out. Unfortunately for her, she ended up getting an infection in her stomach from it, from the needle, which was kind of strange and weird, and so she's been a little spooked about that. But it's a really tough situation for anybody going through this, and this video I kind of want to gear a little bit towards the males, or not even just the males, but the spouse or the partner of the pregnant woman, because if you have hyperemesis gravidarum, you want to know how to address it, how to deal with it, and what you can do to assist in trying to make your partner as comfortable as possible, feeling as supported as possible, to help get them through this. It usually will all be gone once the baby is delivered, but 9 months of going through this, 6 months, any amount of months of going through this nausea that's so extreme and so bad that you can't hold food or water down, and it dehydrates you and just makes you miserable. It's no walk in the park. And again, for the partners, you got to do your best to be patient and be supportive and look for the warning signs. I strongly suggest getting a blood pressure monitor. You could get them on Amazon for like $20-$30. I bought one on Amazon. I only paid $20-$30 to keep on hand. Also, one of those oxygen monitors that you put on your finger, that's a good thing to have as well. And anything you think that might help, a thermometer, of course. Anything that you can do at home to monitor the situation. And again, when in doubt, if you're not sure, just go to the doctors, go to the hospital, call your OBGYN, inform them of what's going on, because if you ignore it and think, oh, it's just morning sickness, or this is usual, this is happening all the time, and just ignore it, it could potentially be life-threatening, which could have happened a week or two ago here. So it's very important to pay attention to the warning signs. Go with your gut. Go with what you feel is safest. Listen to your partner. Ask questions. Find out how they're feeling. Try to gauge. And again, when in doubt, contact your doctor, or go to the hospital. And better safe than sorry. Okay? Anyways, other than that, I am ecstatically excited to welcome our baby. We're looking at possibly August the 29th as a due date, or a delivery date, I should say. Of course, that all depends on the baby. It could be sooner, could be later, but that's kind of what we're looking at this point in time. But Again, this is mainly a video about Hyperemesis Gravidarum, HG, and what to look for and what to do. It's extremely important. Like I said, make sure your partner is hydrated. And as easy as that sounds, it may not be the case for your partner, where again they may not be able to hold food or water down, and in that case it may be necessary to get IV fluids to be able to get the necessity of hydration. Okay, so again, be supportive. There's nothing better that you can do for your partners to show that you're there for them, that you're supportive, that you are looking for warning signs, and to make sure that your partner and your baby are as safe as possible prior to being able to welcome them into the world. So with that being said, I thank you for watching the video. More videos will come shortly, I'm sure, as things progress. This has been a video I've been waiting quite a while to put out. I don't know why I waited so long, but I have a lot of things going on in my background that I'm trying to deal with. So I just kind of been waiting to see how things progressed and if her symptoms got any better or worse. She's actually currently at the hospital at the moment. I am going to be heading there as soon as I finish this video. I'm just getting some checkups though. And that's where we're at. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care and take care of your loved ones. Tomorrow's never promised. God bless.